Day, Sint Maarten. I'm Yesenia Lassero.
And I'm also Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of Sint Maarten News Desk.
Brought to you by TV15.
We bring you the latest and most important stories around the islands and beyond.
It's Monday, it's the beginning of the week. But first, let's begin with these top headlines.
Police seeks public's help to identify Middle Region shooting suspects. The Sint Maarten Police Force is appealing to the public for help in identifying two suspects linked to a shooting in Middle Region earlier this year. Investigators say the incident happened on April 30th, and two men believed to be involved have now been captured on surveillance images. Officers have released a flyer with their photos, urging anyone who recognizes them or has information to come forward. People with tips can call the police station at 1721-542-2222, extensions 208 or 214. Anonymous tips are also welcome via the dedicated line at 9300. KPSM stressed that community cooperation is essential to solving the case and keeping neighborhoods safe. The force thanked residents for their continued support in bringing offenders to justice.
CBCS clarifies chair appointment process amid political concerns. The Central Bank of Curaçao and Sint Maarten says the procedure to recommend a new chair for its supervisory board is still underway and has distanced itself from reports of an appointment made in Sint Maarten. In a statement to the Daily Herald, the bank stressed that neither it nor its supervisory board has taken part in any decision like the one reported this week. The CBCS explained that under its statute, a candidate must first be recommended by at least 5/6 of the board, after which both countries formally appoint the chair through a joint decree. The clarification follows criticism from MP Ardwell Irian, who called government's reported move to name attorney Jairo Bloom as chair illegal and a threat to the bank's independence. Irian warned that bypassing the proper process undermines confidence in one of the region's most important financial institutions. He has requested a question hour with Finance Minister the Honorable Marinka Gums to seek answers about the appointment, reports, and the delay in finalizing other board nominations. CBCS reaffirmed that its internal selection process remains in progress and will follow all legal safeguards to protect its credibility.
Minister Brug stresses health tourism link at CARPHA workshop. Public Health Minister the Honorable Richinel Brug has underscored the vital link between health and tourism, calling them two sides of the same coin. Speaking at the Caribbean Public Health Agency's Tourism and Health Program workshop in Simpson Bay, Brug said tourism is the lifeblood of Sint Maarten's economy, and protecting visitors and residents from health threats is a key to sustaining livelihoods. The two-day meeting gathered chief medical officers, surveillance and port health teams, and environmental officers from across the region, along with cruise industry partners. Discussions focused on strengthening surveillance and aligning regional guidelines to keep cruise tourism safe. Brug praised CARPHA's tools, including the Tourism and Health Information System and the Caribbean Vessel Surveillance System, which help detect and respond quickly to health risks. He also reflected on lessons from the COVID-19 pandemic, noting that ports and airports are critical to public safety. The minister reaffirmed government's commitment to work with CARPHA, neighboring states, and private partners to build resilience and protect both public health and Caribbean's tourism-driven economies. From classrooms to boardrooms, artificial intelligence is quietly reshaping how we live and work. But just how far is Sint Maarten along with this digital journey? We'll explore in today's featured story.
a new day begins. The sun rises over St. Maarten, bringing new energy, new possibilities. This island was built on resilience, progress, and the strength of its people. Our connection is what moves us forward. It links our communities, our businesses, our families. From the heart of the island to the shores beyond, we've connected St. Maarten. From every street to every home, this network was built for St. Maarten by St. Maarten hands. Connection isn't just about signals, it's about people. This is your island and your network recharged. Proudly local, we're here for today, tomorrow, and every milestone ahead.
With a Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, St. Maarten, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into the forecast and see how the skies are treating us. The Met Department of Sint Maarten is keeping a sharp eye on the Atlantic, ready to update you with the latest. So don't forget to follow NEWSDESK on Facebook.
It's hurricane season. Are you prepared? Here are a few tips to remember to help keep you and your family safe. If you're not in an area that is advised to evacuate and you decide to stay in your home, plan for adequate supplies in case you lose power and water for several days and you're not able to leave due to flooding or blocked roads. This hurricane season, make a family emergency communication plan. This public service announcement was brought to you by the government of Sint Maarten. The Ministry of Vromi, Department of Infrastructure Management, together with the Police Department KPSM, is making changes to traffic on a section of Canagita Street and Manzanella Steak, Phillipsburg. The Canagita Street from the intersection with Percy LaBega Street to Manzanella Steak will now be a one-way street. Inbound traffic can enter Canagita Street from Percy LaBega Street and drive straight ahead or turn left into Manzanella Steak. Outbound traffic leaving town on Canagita Street must make a right turn onto Manzanella Steak. Entry further into the Canagita Street will no longer be permitted. Outbound traffic exiting Manzanella Steak onto Walter Nisbet Road can either make a right or left-hand turn. The Ministry of Vromi, Department of Infrastructure Management, and the Police Department would like to thank the public for their attention to this change. Please follow the new traffic rules and signage and drive safely.
NRPB celebrates 7 straight years of clean audits. The National Recovery Program Bureau has marked its 7th consecutive year of unqualified financial audits for projects managed under the St. Maarten Trust Fund. Audit reports for 2024 conducted by Grant Thornton and reviewed by the World Bank were presented to Prime Minister Luke Mercelina and Finance Minister Marinka Gums. They confirmed that all trust fund projects valued at more than $400 million continue to meet strict accountability standards. The trust fund, created in 2018 after Hurricanes Irma and Maria, supports initiatives ranging from rebuilding schools and homes to strengthening disaster preparedness, mental health services, and small business development. NRPB has also overseen major works like the airport terminal reconstruction. Director Claret Connors said the results prove the Bureau manages resources responsibly and transparently. Both the Prime Minister and Finance Minister praised the achievement, calling it a sign of sound governance and a strong foundation for St. Maarten's recovery and resilience. The NRPB has published all 7 audit reports on its website, encouraging the public to review progress made with trust fund investments.
Lions Club invites youth to 2025-2026 Peace Poster Contest. The Sint Maarten Lions Club has launched the 2025-2026 Lions International Peace Poster Contest, inviting young artists to share their vision of peace under the theme, Together as One. Students aged 11 to 13 are encouraged to create original artwork exploring how unity, compassion, and cultural understanding can bring people closer together. Winners will receive art-related prizes worth up to $180, and their posters will be displayed on LED screens and bus stops in St. Peters. The top local entry will move on to the international level, where the global winner earns $5,000 and recognition on the world stage. For over 30 years, the contest has inspired millions of children to promote peace through creativity. Teachers, parents, and students are urged to get involved and use art to spark dialogue and harmony across cultures. Details, deadlines, and submission guidelines are available on the Lions Club's website.
Dementia case managers from SSS Islands to study in the Netherlands. A group of dementia care trainees from the SSS Islands will head to the Netherlands later this month for an intensive study trip aimed at strengthening support for people living with dementia. The White and Yellow Cross Care Foundation says 3 St. Maarten participants, together with colleagues from Sabus, St. Eustatius, and Bonaire, will visit leading Dutch organizations from September 30th to October 3rd. Stops include Alzheimer's Nederland, the Alzheimer's Center Rotterdam Migrant Clinic, and innovative community hubs like Odensehuis, Amersfoort, and Tante Louise. The visit is part of a dementia case manager program launched in April by the White and Yellow Cross Care Foundation with the Dementia Academy and consultant Marika Dormalen. 11 nurses and social workers are being trained to guide families from early concerns through long-term care, coordinate local networks, and advocate for dementia-friendly communities. White and Yellow Cross Care Foundation says the initiative addresses a growing regional need where stigma and underdiagnosis often leave residents without proper support. By building expertise and cultural awareness, organizers hope to improve care quality and create lasting collaboration across the islands. Some see AI as a chance for innovation. Others warn of risk without clear rules. When we come back, we take a closer look at how St. Maarten is preparing for life in the AI era.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every laugh, every adventure. #1 provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to roll. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them it's there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. you want the go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you on the road.
Guess what? I got an idea. It's amazing. You see how we have the link sharing all everywhere?
QR link,
the
yeah.
QR link.
Yeah.
Raw Caribbean Channel app. Yeah. You're welcome. Put it in the back.
But it's not an app though. It's not an app. App, you have to like download something to get it on your phone, take up space. It's not an app.
It's like an app. Therefore, it can be an app. So, it's an app. Raw Caribbean TV app. Say it with me, Al. Come on.
It's not an app though. All you gotta do with that, it's a link. You take the link, you hit the bookmark, you say add to home screen, and so it shows up like an app icon, but it's not an app though.
Are you a real person? It is an app because you get to watch all the programs from Raw Caribbean at one place. It is an app.
I don't know how to explain this to you, but factually and technically, it's not an app. Kind of like we do the news, facts,
Yeah.
and you do that thing you do.
Whoa.
Point being, you just go to the QR, you hit bookmarks, and you hit add to home screen, and then you can have the link to, let's give it another name.
The app.
You want to call it the app?
Raw Caribbean TV app.
Jess.
Yes.
Jess, please, give some sense, Jess. Jess.
It's kind of like an app.
That's why she gets the big bucks.
It's not an app, though. It's not a app. What the It's not a app.
You kiss your mother with her mouth? My God. Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Yes.
It's not an app, though.
Across the globe, artificial intelligence is no longer a futuristic concept. It's already here. And right here in Sint Maarten, its influence is starting to take shape in classrooms, businesses, government, and even in regional cooperation. Today's featured story asks, is Sint Maarten ready for the age of AI?
In recent months, AI has moved from buzzword to action on Sint Maarten. At the University of Sint Maarten, the excitement was palpable when a 6-week intensive course launched, giving students and professionals practical skills to navigate this fast-changing field. From writing effective prompts to considering the ethical questions behind AI, the program signaled the island's intent to prepare its workforce for the digital age. Meanwhile, in the business sector, the Sint Maarten Hospitality and Trade Association brought together local companies for advanced training. International experts shared how AI can boost marketing, streamline resort operations, and even reimagine customer service. The message was clear. The island's economy must innovate to stay competitive. But the conversation hasn't been confined to classrooms and boardrooms. Parliament itself has embraced AI as part of its 2025-2026 theme, Building Digital Trust, exploring a national AI strategy and open parliament. Chair Lady Sarah Westcott-Williams emphasized that AI is not optional. The goal is to strengthen democratic systems, enhance cybersecurity, and involve citizens more directly. At the same time, lawmakers acknowledge that safeguards like transparency, oversight, and respect for cultural identity will be essential if trust is to be maintained. Education advocates, however, caution that the classroom is not yet ready. The Teachers Union has raised concerns that while students are already using AI, many teachers lack the guidance and resources to manage its impact. Without national frameworks, they warn schools risk falling behind or misusing the tools. Beyond the island, regional entrepreneurs are also stepping up. This summer, Islandpreneur International launched AI Islands in Curacao, a groundbreaking summit backed by the central bank. The event brought together innovators and investors from across the Caribbean, aiming to bridge the digital divide and boost the region, not just as users of AI, but as creators of solutions for the world. Taken together, these developments suggest St. Maarten is stepping onto the AI stage with both optimism and caution. Training programs are equipping citizens, businesses are experimenting with new tools, Parliament is weighing national strategies, and regional partners are setting the pace. The question now is whether these efforts will converge into a sustainable vision for the island's future. Thank you, Jess.
Artificial intelligence is often described as both a promise and a peril. For St. Maarten, it may be a little of both. The island is preparing through education, policy, and innovation. But the real test will come in how quickly and responsibly AI is woven into everyday life. And that was today's featured story. That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Maarten News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday morning at 8 a.m. on TV 15 and then across all social media platforms. I'm also Lawrence.
And I'm Jessiana Lassiter, wishing you an amazing day and evening. See you tomorrow.
Stay friendly, stay Maarten.